Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Ethereum charts, as it looks like Ethereum could be in danger of dumping. So with that being said, let's get right into the weeds. And we're actually going to start with a little bit of news before we hit the charts. And as traders, we do consider the news, but we put more weight in the charts than we do the actual news. However, this news is worth noting, and there appears to be the possibility of a dump coming for several cryptocurrencies, including ETH, and that could be due to the fact that FTX is going to need to dump their crypto, and right now it does look like FTX plans to sell some of its assets, which according to the latest available FTX crypto holdings, FTX currently holds around 685 million Solana, so that's not going to be good for Sol's price. They also hold 268 million in Bitcoin. That could definitely put some sell pressure on Bitcoin. And they also hold 90 million in Ethereum or ETH. And if they plan to sell these assets, that could cause a surge in the crypto exchanges and flood the market, obviously, which would then lead to an increase in supply and thus more than likely a dump in the price. And so with that all in mind, if we jump over here to the next story where we see millions in ETH flood OKX and Coinbase, today the cryptocurrency market witnessed noteworthy activity as significant amounts of Ethereum's native token, ETH, flowed into major exchanges. According to reports, a total of 21,000, almost 22,000 ETH, valued at approximately 34, almost $35 million, landed in Coinbase, and then shortly thereafter, another 32,000 and a half ETH, equivalent to just over $51 million, was deposited into OKX. And even a grunt can do this simple math of almost 35 million and $51 million worth of ETH does actually equal almost the same amount of ETH, which was 90 million, that FTX holds. And so it does look like there is about to be a huge sell-off of ETH. And that would obviously be important to us day traders, as these type of substantial transfers have historically been interpreted as bearish signals in the crypto space. As again, such a big move would put downward pressure on ETH's price. So now let's take a look at the actual charts, and we will start over here on the weekly candles for ETH USDT on the Binance exchange. And one of the first things I noticed just glancing at the chart is ETH had been setting up with higher low, higher low, higher low since selling off all the way down here to 881. And it looked like perhaps ETH was grinding its way up. And if we drop in our drawing tool, you can see a pattern here. And what the bulls would be looking for would be a breakout above this upper trend line, which, if the bulls were able to get that breakout towards the top side, ETH's price could reach back up here towards this 3580 or 3600 price level, which would be perhaps a valid target. However, given the current news we just covered, plus the current price action for ETH, and it appears that ETH might actually be breaking down and about to dump. And in reality, with this long-term consolidation, essentially, a breakout or a breakdown is more than likely to be a big move. Like the big move towards the top side, you're just as possible to see a big move towards the downside. So we can actually drop in the Recon Auto Fib retracement levels to look at possible support or resistance. And so the first level that ETH really needs to hold is going to be the 50% level, and that's coming in right around $1,500. We recently just wicked into that level yesterday. The week is still early, so this is a very fresh candle, but the candle did wick down here to around 1,500. And if we look back and check our 6 back here, we can see that this 1,500 level, or the 50% Fibonacci level, was a very strong level of support in the past, so perhaps that is our key level of support. Now a breakdown below 1500 and ETH could be dumping down here to the 382 level, which would put it at around 1362. And then after the 382 level, it doesn't look very good. It's kind of open air down here to the 236, which is right around 1200. And again, if we look back and check our 6, that level was prior support in this area back here. So if ETH's price does really get crushed down by huge sell pressure and breaks below 1500 or this 50% Fibonacci level, the next level would be around 1350 or perhaps even down here to 1150-ish. After that, it's open air, unfortunately, down to around 1000. And that would obviously be a huge hit or perhaps a buying opportunity. Not financial advice, purely informational. It's just really a matter of how you look at the charts. Now on the flip side, the first level, ETH has to get back above to really show any hope of bullish momentum is going to be the 618 level, and that's coming in around 1660, and in reality it probably needs to get above 1700. After that, the bulls would have their target set at the 786 level, which is coming in around 1871, but in reality that's probably more of a zone between 1850 and 1950. And then really the key line to break through for the bulls will be around 2150. A break through that level, and then the bulls could be charging up here to around the 1272, which would put the price around 2500. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. ETH is facing some serious sell pressure with all that ETH moving onto the exchanges and perhaps getting liquidated. So you might want to proceed with caution if you're feeling bullish. If you're feeling bearish, well, you still might want to proceed with caution and just keep in mind these levels and wait for them to actually break before you jump in. Now, with that all being said, if there are any major changes to the ETH price action over here on the charts, I will do an updated video. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.